Welcome back. I apologize for not being here for a while, but of course I had to get interrupted by somebody again. But it's alright now because I'm home alone, so now we can finish this thing. Anyways, we left off with the Royal Rumble match, the last matchup of the night. If I wouldn't have been interrupted, we could have finished this in just one video. But that shit had to happen. Needless to say, let's just finish this. So we left off at number 6, which was Mark Henry, and he came out as a surprise entrant because nobody saw him coming. Like that was that was so cool. We saw Mark Henry come out, and then he.
Oh yeah, surprise, right, guys? Had me shaking.
And he took out Jack Gallagher, which was pretty funny because when he took him out, he flew over with the top rope with his umbrella, and that was pretty funny. Yeah. All right, but now we get into serious business because number 7 is Braun.
He got all quiet.
So Braun Strowman comes out, and just like we predicted, he annihilates everybody in the Rumble match. It takes out like 7 guys, 7 eliminations. He dominated like pretty much most of this match until somebody came out and eliminated him, which we'll get to. So yeah, Braun Strowman number 7, and what a coincidence! He comes out number 7, and then earlier in the night we found out that Sami Zayn is number 8.
Because Dean Ambrose and Zayn switched the spot.
Yeah, that was funny. Let me talk about that real quick. So there's a backstage segment on the pre-show that had Dean Ambrose and Sami Zayn picking out their numbers for the Royal Rumble. And Dean Ambrose opened Sami Zayn's up because he couldn't open it up. So he opened it up, and he showed him it was the number 8. And then Ambrose was like, "Wait, it's upside down." Oh no, it's 8. That was so funny.
That was funny.
Ambrose is such a troll, man. Oh my god. But yeah. Anyways, so Sami Zayn came out at number 8, and he took the fight to Braun Strowman until we got taken down. And then number 9 came out the Big Show, who, by the way, is looking absolutely incredible. He's probably in the best shape of his damn life.
Yeah, and then you got Vince in the back being like, "Yeah, we're gonna have him face Shaquille O'Neal. Rollins is injured. Say no more. Big Show versus Shaq. Yeah."
No! Number 10. Ooh, boy. Can we talk about number 10 real fast?
Oh yeah, definitely. Probably one of the only surprise entrants.
Literally the only surprise entrant out of the entire Rumble match, which is sad. But it was entertaining to say the least. Do it with me. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. We had the perfect 10 from NXT. Ty Dillinger made a surprise entrant into the Royal Rumble match. This was sad, however, because this was not his official call-up to the main roster. But it was cool to see Ty Dillinger in the Royal Rumble.
I love that jacket that he was wearing too.
Yeah, and he actually lasted for a good amount of time. I think I have it here. Yeah, he lasted longer than both Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. He lasted 5 minutes and 37 seconds.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And yeah, even though he got taken out by, who was it? Who took him out? I think it was Strowman.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Strowman took out Dillinger. Doesn't matter. It was still cool to see Ty in there. And then we go from a really, really exciting entrant at number 10 to a huge disappointment at number 11. We have James Ellsworth. Why?
I mean, it was honestly funny because the way, because he didn't want to go into the ring, and Carmella kept on telling him to go into the ring, and the way when he was eliminated, the way he just took that bump, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, Dean Ambrose, my boy, came out at number 12, and he trolled James Ellsworth. If you guys remember, Dean Ambrose was screwed out of the WWE Championship by James Ellsworth at TLC, which was a huge fucking that was such a bad fucking thing to do. why did Ellsworth even do that? I don't even know up to this day. But still, I love what Ambrose did. He trolled James Ellsworth into thinking they were going to team up and take out Braun Strowman. Instead, he trolled Ellsworth when he was going to go into the ring, and Ellsworth went into the ring by himself. Smart move, Dean.
Yeah,
Smart move.
funny.
That's revenge right there. And then James Ellsworth, he got like, ooh man, he took a nasty bump by getting eliminated by Strowman. He legit like fell on his head. It was nasty.
It was still like, you gotta respect him for taking that bump because that was.
Dude, he's taken so many nasty bumps lately. I mean, I honestly thought the one where Styles did a Styles clash off the steel steps, I thought that was brutal. But this one, that just, man, he landed just on the back of his head. I thought the dude had a concussion.
I kind of like how he's taking all these nasty bumps too.
Yeah, it's crazy. He is just crazy, man. So yeah, 13 we have Baron Corbin come out, and believe it or not, Baron Corbin is the guy that takes out Braun Strowman. I was honestly expecting Braun Strowman to last longer because he was one of the favorites to win the Rumble match, but he was taken out by Baron Corbin, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. He should have stayed in longer, Braun Strowman.
Yeah, he should have. I gotta admit, I'm starting to become a big fan of Baron Corbin. He's really been impressing me lately.
Yeah, me too. I like Baron Corbin as well. Hopefully we see maybe in the future Cena versus Corbin.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm hoping to see Baron Corbin become a world champion sometime later this year, maybe. Because, like, honestly, he's the one superstar that's, like, improved throughout the entire year of 2016, in my opinion. He's, like, the breakout star year. Because, like, even though they didn't have Slammy Award year, even though they didn't have Slammy Awards for 2016, I still would have considered Baron Corbin a breakout star of the year.
Why didn't they have that?
I'm not sure. I really don't know. It's weird. I think they said they were saving it for WrestleMania, which is kind of weird.
That's horrible.
Why would they do that? Like, there's no point in that. And then, so yeah, Baron Corbin breakout star of the year, in my opinion, and then superstar of the year, in my opinion, was definitely AJ Styles. I mean, some of you might not like AJ Styles, but you gotta admit the dude's had one hell of a phenomenal year. Just think about it. He's done so much, and it's only his first year of WWE. It's crazy. And he came into this year's Royal Rumble after debuting last year in the Royal Rumble match. He came into this year's Royal Rumble defending the WWE Championship. Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Nobody else has done that. So we had number 14 come out, and it was Kofi Kingston, the first member of the New Day. He had some new gear on. It kind of looked like a ripoff of Cena's new gear, blue and orange. It was a little weird. So we normally have Kofi Kingston do these crazy spots to prevent himself from being eliminated, and this one just looked brutal. He legit fell face first into the turnbuckle, and I'm surprised he didn't like break a tooth or something.
Yeah.
Because that was nasty. He was on the top rope, and I think it was Baron Corbin who took him out, and he landed literally face first on the freaking turnbuckle, which was it was so bad. But he was able to hold on, and he was able to capitalize and stay in the Rumble match, which was crazy.
They're starting to run out of ideas for these Kofi Kingston like spots because I remember I predicted that he was gonna do it like on the poll a couple of years ago, but now that he's done it, I just feel like there's not really a lot of spots left for him to do it on, you know?
Yeah, and last year where New Day caught him, I would have laughed so hard if they accidentally. Remember how they were running around the ring with Kofi on their shoulders?
Yeah.
I would have laughed so hard if they accidentally dropped Kofi and eliminated him.
Oh my god.
That would have been hysterical. So yeah. Number 15, we have somebody that I just cannot stand. I just cannot get behind. We have The Miz, and yeah, let's just skip on. Number 16, we have Sheamus, one of the guys that lost the tag team titles to the club earlier in that night, looking for retribution. Sheamus is in. Yeah, he did a pretty good job. And then number 17, we had Big E, another member of the New Day. He actually came out doing his entire intro, which was funny.
That was funny, yeah. Well, who else? Then I think after that was Cesaro.
No. First it was Rusev, and Rusev looked okay. Well, can we talk about some roast here? Keon, you want to do us a favor? You want to roast Rusev for us?
With that mask?
Yeah. What the hell? Was he trying to be a ripoff of Dashing Cody Rhodes?
What the hell?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? You wearing that damn face mask for?
He looked like Michael Myers.
Except with a hairy ass chest. So yeah, that was just weird to see. Number 19, we had Cesaro come in. I've always been a big fan of this guy, and I'm really hoping that eventually, once he goes down his separate ways with Sheamus, I'm hoping that he becomes a world champion later in the future. Just please, WWE, please, make Cesaro a main event star, please.
Hey, you never know, he could win Money in the Bank.
Yes, I would love to see that. Number 20, we had Xavier Woods, the final member of New Day. He didn't really do much, so just skip on. 21, we had the first member of the Wyatt family. We had Bray Wyatt come out, and yeah, pretty cool to see Wyatt enter later in the match. Number 22 apparently was another surprise entrant. I'm not saying I don't like Apollo Crews, but just it kind of made no sense for him to be in the Rumble match, just in my opinion. Because
I mean, I like Apollo, but they have been doing nothing with him.
they literally been treating him the same way Kalisto's been treated. Like, he's just being a huge jobber. And I honestly thought the night he debuted after WrestleMania last year, I honestly thought that the dude was going to be a main event star. But no, they just been treating him like shit.
Kind of reminds me of like how Neville was, remember?
Yeah. It's either like they turn him heel like Neville did, and he becomes like a badass heel, and then maybe he could get a championship run. I mean, I don't know.
Smiles way too much.
I love it when people call him the king of strong smile. That's hilarious. Number 23, we had Randy Orton come out, and I loved what he did here. This the same thing that he did last year. He came out and he literally took everybody to RKO City, or what do they call it, Viperville? Yeah. He took everybody to Viperville, and he just RKO'd, like, literally everybody in the ring, which was cool.
He does that here, I think.
And then he caught Sami Zayn with an RKO from the top rope. Zayn was going for a crossbody, and boom, Randy just caught him with the RKO. Sick.
Awesome. What else happened? Who came in at
Number 24, we had Dolph Ziggler come out, which I'm sure nobody cared for. And let me just say, turning him heel was a good idea, but they really haven't done much with him lately. Besides just making him, first job to Kalisto, and now just squashing Kalisto, and now all of a sudden he's in this little feud with Apollo Crews coming into Elimination Chamber. Just, why?
Why?
They gotta do something, man, with Ziggler, or else he's just gonna leave eventually. Number 25, we had the final member of the Wyatt family, who apparently isn't a part of the Wyatts anymore. We had Luke Harper come out, and for some reason, he's teasing a face turn. I don't know how I feel about that. Because, when they turned Eric Rowan face, I thought that it was going to be a good face run, but no. All it did was they put him in the Survivor Series team with John Cena, and that was about it. After that, he was just being treated like a jobber.
Yeah, where has he been? I think he has like some sort of shoulder injury.
Yeah, he's still out. He's going to be out for quite a while still. I think he's going to be out for like a couple more months or something. But I honestly didn't really care for Eric Rowan. I'm hoping, now that Luke Harper is potentially a face now, I'm hoping they do something right with Harper, because he's like one of my favorites out of the Wyatts.
He was a good Intercontinental Champion, I remember.
Yeah, but that title reign didn't last very long.
It didn't, but you gotta admit, it was actually pretty good.
Alright, now let's get into serious action here. We had number 26, one of my personal favorites, the Beast, Brock Lesnar. I love it when Brock Lesnar comes into the Royal Rumble match, takes out everybody, takes them to Suplex City, F5s, everything. It was just awesome. And then, what the hell? Enzo Amore at number 27 just automatically gets thrown down by Brock Lesnar. What was the point of that?
I don't know. They were expecting that to be our surprise entrance.
That was just a huge facepalm in my opinion.
Exactly.
If you wanted to put Enzo and Amore in the Royal Rumble match, you could have done it like way earlier, not at number 27.
Exactly. You should have probably have like instead of you could have. I would. This is what I would do. I would replace Braun Strowman's spot and put Enzo at Braun Strowman's spot. Put Braun Strowman at number 27.
Yeah, that could work.
Wouldn't it?
So number 28, we have Goldberg come out, and oh my god, I I cannot believe what Goldberg did. Can Daniel, you want to explain to everybody what Goldberg did?
He basically he kicked Brock Lesnar's ass again.
Literally,
Again.
if you thought Goldberg squashing Lesnar at Survivor Series was bad, the Royal Rumble was even worse for Brock Lesnar. He comes in, takes out everybody, and then Goldberg comes out, takes him out with one spear, and boom, clotheslines him over the top rope, and Lesnar's gone.
This is all I gotta say about it. I'm gonna just say, at least it would have been that would have been better, but that's good enough because it would have been a lot worse if the Miz just came from behind and eliminated Brock.
Oh, hell no. If Brock would have been eliminated by the fucking Miz, Miz would be dead meat.
Oh man, I hate the Miz.
I absolutely can't stand the Miz. I've said that many, many times. I'm just never gonna get behind him. Never. It's sad to say, but no, I hated the Miz since day one.
Like the Miz since he turned face.
Number 29, we have The Undertaker come out. And I honestly thought he was going to take like a million years to get into the ring. But thank God the lights went out and he automatically just teleported into the ring. So there's that. And he had a face-off with Goldberg. And then after that, you had number 30, which was supposed to be somebody we were all expecting, like, say, Samoa Joe, like, say, Finn Balor, or, hell, even freaking Kurt Angle out of all people. But who do we get at number 30? Who do we get at number 30? Freaking Roman Reigns. Why? Just why?
I mean, Vince McMahon is pushing this guy so hard.
Oh my god. It's not that I don't like Roman Reigns, but Vince is literally shoving him down our throats for the millionth time.
Exactly.
He really wanted Roman Reigns to win the Rumble match again, but nobody wanted to see that happen. Nobody.
And you know what?
And if that wasn't bad enough, he freaking eliminated The Undertaker. Oh my god, man.
You're trying to set Roman versus Taker Reigns WrestleMania, but please don't.
I don't even know. Like, if they're really trying to set up this Roman Taker feud at WrestleMania, nobody's gonna get over it.
Why didn't you just have Taker win it, and so then he could face John Cena? That's all we wanted.
Yeah, that's all we wanted. Just a John Cena Undertaker match WrestleMania. That would have been Taker's last match, and then we all would have been happy. Because then, you know, yeah. But no, frickin' Undertaker gets eliminated by Roman Reigns. Why?
And then the final three: Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns.
That's right. So,
You know, I was really expecting Bray Wyatt to win.
so was I. I was too. But just be happy it wasn't Roman Reigns that won.
Okay. Yeah,
So yeah, Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton are looking to hit their awesome double team finishing move, which Bray Wyatt goes for the Sister Abigail, and then Randy Orton comes in with the RKO. They were looking to do that to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns counters with 2 Superman punches, and then he takes out Bray Wyatt. Thank God, Randy Orton RKO. Reigns is out. Randy Orton is the winner of the 2017 Royal Rumble match. I am not mad about that. I am not pissed off at all. But I'm telling you right now, if they have John Cena and Randy Orton for the millionth time at WrestleMania, that's it. No more. Just stop.
Wait,
Just stop.
what would you feel about this? I wouldn't be so mad if they did this, because I've seen some people talk about what if they did John Cena, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles in a triple threat.
Okay, now that I'll probably get over with. I'll probably get behind that.
That would be okay.
Because at least you have AJ Styles in the match to make the match phenomenal. Because let's just be honest here. When AJ Styles is in a match with somebody, it doesn't matter who it is. He's always just going to be phenomenal.
Exactly. And I swear, if they actually do go with John Cena, Randy Orton, it's going to be horrible. I mean, WrestleMania is a big mess right now ever since Rollins got injured.
Literally.
You know?
And
I don't know what's going on with these Manias.
oh my god. What would be even worse is if they have freaking Kevin Owens lose the Universal title to Goldberg, and then Goldberg has to face Brock Lesnar. We all know Goldberg is fighting Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Because Goldberg is coming out on Raw tomorrow night to accept the challenge to Brock Lesnar WrestleMania challenge. But I'm telling you right now, if the Universal title is on the line, oh my god. Nobody, as much as I like Brock Lesnar, nobody wants to see a part-timer hold the Universal title. Because then it's like, oh, what's the point of Kevin Owens losing it?
Exactly. And then Brock, he's just going to, like, take a couple months off until SummerSlam. And then who is he going to face?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Reigns at SummerSlam, I'm done.
So there you have it. Those are our results for the Royal Rumble. Those are our reactions, what we thought of it. Let's get our final results. What would you say out of 10? What would you rate this? I say at least a 7 or a 6.
I gotta agree with you. I rated it 7 out of 10. I mean,
But the match of the night, hands down, AJ Styles, John Cena.
I mean, they pulled off a really great match, and if it wasn't for that match, I'd probably have to say this night would probably be a 4 out of 10, but it was going to be like an 8 or 9 out of 10.
And yeah, I even enjoyed Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens for the Universal title. That had so many sick spots, too. Until Braun Strowman ruined it, of course.
Yeah, you're right. I think the Charlotte and Bayley match was a bit mediocre, though.
And then the Neville Rich Swann match, that was really good, too. So, it's not that the Royal Rumble was, like, bad and all. It had some pretty good matches. But just the Rumble match itself was a huge disappointment.
Yeah, then I mean, and if they were hyping, if this was the 30th anniversary of the Royal Rumble, they said, the Rumble. Yeah, remember how bad the Rumble was?
Okay, look, it's like, it would have made more sense if they just didn't announce who was going to be in the Rumble match. They literally had 22 guys announce their entries into the Royal Rumble match. They never did that before. They would just come out in the Rumble match without anybody knowing.
Exactly. 2012 Royal Rumble, I remember. That was my first Royal Rumble that I ever watched. That was so good. I remember there were so many surprise entrants, but this year it's just no surprise entrants.
Yeah, it's sad. Only Ty Dillinger, but it doesn't even matter now because he's not even on the main roster yet. He's still feuding with Eric Young at NXT.
Yeah, and then they think everything is okay because the next night on Raw, Samoa Joe comes out. Why couldn't you just have him come at number 30?
It would have made more sense, honestly. If you didn't want Balor to come in because he was still injured, fine. Put Samoa Joe in. Put Samoa Joe in. Why Roman Reigns? No.
And this is what you could have done. You could have done this. You could have had Samoa Joe win it. And can you imagine Samoa?
Samoa Joe and John Cena, man, I tell you.
Right.
What's up?
If Samoa Joe won it, and then he goes on to face John Cena at WrestleMania for the belt.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome.
I think that's everything.
Yeah. So I rate it at least a 7. What the hell? Yeah. So, anyways, I would rate the Rumble at least a 7 out of 10. Daniel rates it like a 6 or 7 or something like that. And Keon, what do you think, man?
I rated it a 6 out of 10.
All right, there you go. Match of the night: AJ Styles, John Cena. Other great matches on there: Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and then Rich Swann and Neville. So yeah, that's what we thought about the Royal Rumble. We were expecting it to be a much better pay-per-view. We wanted more surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble, but instead we only got Ty Dillinger, which is sad. But hey, it was still a nice treat for us. I actually got a reaction video coming out. There are actually two different ones. The first one is me reacting to Ty Dillinger coming out of the Royal Rumble, and then the second one is me reacting to Roman Reigns coming out at number 30. So those should be very interesting, and they should be coming out pretty soon. Maybe later today. We'll see.
We'll see.
But I guarantee you they'll be hilarious. All right, there you guys have it. I guess we'll be back next week with our predictions for Elimination Chamber because it's already next Sunday.
I can't believe it. I'm excited. Elimination Chamber, always the best.
Yep, we have John Cena defending the WWE title against former champ AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, the Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose, and The Miz. The Miz. I would have replaced The Miz with at least Dolph Ziggler, because I hate The Miz. I'm telling you right now, if The Miz wins the WWE title at freaking Elimination Chamber, I'm going to be so pissed. Like, it's not even funny.
The Miz, this is what Grim says. Grim says The Miz has his nose so far up Vince's ass.
Literally.
Literally. I mean,
I wouldn't mind. Okay. I wouldn't mind if anybody else won the match, okay? I would love to see Bray Wyatt become WWE Champion. I would love to see Dean Ambrose become a dual champion. I would love to see AJ Styles win the title back. I would love to see John Cena retain. As much as I hate to see John Cena, Randy Orton, I would love to see Cena retain, just for the hell of it. And then I would love to see Baron Corbin become WWE Champion. But no, I am not okay with The Miz becoming WWE Champion again. That is just not okay in my book. That is terrible. That's terrible booking in my opinion.
What if he faces Randy Orton? Can you imagine that?
No. Oh God.
Oh.
Ugh. As much as I love WrestleMania, this WrestleMania I'm really worried about because there's like so many matches that are possibly going to happen that we don't want to see. Like AJ Styles, Shane McMahon, why? John Cena, Randy Orton for the millionth time, why? Undertaker, Roman Reigns, why? John Cena, Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice, why? Just why, WWE, why? Why you gotta do this to us? No. Just no. Big Show and Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, that's really gonna freaking boost up ratings.
That's money maker right there, man. It's Big Show versus Shaq. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. Oh, give me a break. Ugh. I'm just hoping this is not the actual card for WrestleMania. Because if it is, I'll still watch it and all just to see what happens. But it's literally gonna be worse than last year's WrestleMania.
At least we got the Andre the Giant Battle Royal to look forward to.
And we're probably gonna have another ladder match for possibly either. I was thinking either the United States Championship or the Cruiserweight Championship. I would love to see the Cruiserweight Championship in a ladder match. That would be sick.
That would be awesome.
Just imagine guys like Cedric Alexander, Jack Gallagher, Neville, T.J. Perkins, Rich Swann, Tony Nese. Just imagine all those guys in a ladder match at WrestleMania with the Cruiserweight title on the line. That'd be sick.
That would be sick. Oh, man. And then they're thinking about having Triple H face Roman Reigns again, too. That's another one.
No. They have to have Seth Rollins come back like at the end of March. 'Cause that's when I heard he's supposed to come back. I was checking the calendar the other day. 8 weeks I counted is like March 27th. So he should be back in time for WrestleMania. God, I hope so. Because if he doesn't, WWE, you know I'm fucked up again.
Oh, and then, oh man, I'm not right now looking forward to WrestleMania. I mean, WrestleMania 31 was so good, I remember. But now I just look at WrestleMania 33 and I'm just like, why?
And it's like at the same time, I might be going to that WrestleMania. That might be my first ever WrestleMania, and it could be a huge disappointment if that happens. If we get those matches.
Oh, I mean, just I don't know what they're doing right now. We're supposed to be going to a Raw.
Yeah, Daniel and I are supposed to be going to Raw next month in Chicago at the Allstate Arena. Hopefully, it's good. It'll be my first ever Raw for me. He's been to a bunch of Raws. I've never been to Raw, so I'm hoping that it's good. I did hear that Brock Lesnar is going to be there, though.
Yeah, that should be pretty cool.
And I was hearing they're going to put Goldberg there on as well.
That would be sick, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's wrap this thing up, man. Yeah. That's about it. Elimination Chamber, I'm just hoping, is a lot better than the Royal Rumble. And I'm hoping we don't see frickin' John Cena, Randy Orton for the millionth time WrestleMania. And I'm also hoping we don't see The Miz become WWE Champion.
Yep, that's about it.
That's about it. Alright. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching, everybody. Like I said, I know it's been a while since we've done a pay-per-view talk. I've just been extremely busy. I just finished my first semester as a senior in high school, and yeah, I'm starting semester 2 strong with A's and B's. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this thing going, and yeah, we'll possibly be back next week for our predictions for Elimination Chamber. Yeah. So yeah, I'm signing out. This has been Asylum Reviews. Daniel and Keon, we are out.